Hello and welcome back again with me, Abitama. In this video, I'm gonna explain to you about style in written English. Now, as you can see in your screen, my explanation is part 1. I'm not gonna do the second part because it is not my assignment. So if you want to know about the second part in style in written English, you can check my friend's video explaining about it down in the description. And before I start the explanation, I would like to tell you that written English is not always the same as spoken English. In spoken English, many people are not careful about the way they word sentences. And also, my explanation here is style for formal written English. So say if you want to write an informal letter or post for your blog or caption for your Instagram feed, you don't have to stick with the rules in this video because they are not for formal purpose. So without any further ado, let me start the explanation. First, we have participles as adjective. Very often when there is no regular adjective form for a verb, the present or past participle of the verb can be used as an adjective. But it is sometimes difficult for foreign students to decide whether to use the present or past participles as an adjective. First, let me explain about the present participle. The form will is always verb plus suffix ing. It is used when the modified noun performs or responsible for an action. Here is the example. The showing movie amazed me. The object me in the example is amazed by the showing movie. So because the showing movie is responsible for the amazement of object me, here let me draw the arrow. We use present participle. The word show plus the suffix ing. Next is past participle. The form is verb plus suffix d or ed or an or en. It is used when the modified noun is the receiver of the action. And here is the example. The sorted mail was delivered before noon. Here we see the object mail or the noun mail is the receiver of action sort. So because mail is receiving action sort, we use past participle, the word sort with suffix ed. Next we have redundancy, or to be exact is avoiding redundancy, because some information in a sentence is unnecessarily repeated. I have some examples. First is the army advanced forward to the battlefield. The word advance means to move in a forward direction. Thus, the word forward here is not necessary. Next is we have sufficient enough money to spend on vacation. The word sufficient and enough is actually identical, so you don't have to use two words and make a redundancy in your sentence. Let me use for this example the word suffix sufficient. Next, to make this table, Ali joins three tables together. Now, the word join means to bring together or to put together or to become a part of member or to take place among. And thus, because join means to bring together, we don't have to use the word together again. And by this, we avoiding redundancy. Only use the word joins. Next, Mary repeated again the question slowly to make it clearer. Repeat here means to say again, or use the word with any word with suffix re is always mean again. So because the word repeated has actually already mean again, we don't have to use the word again. Or of course, if you can use the word again instead. Last is, this is the place where I put my savings. Here the place and where indicate the same thing. So one or the other should be used. Now I will use word where for this example. And so here we have sentences without redundancy. Next we have parallel construction. When information in a sentence is given in the form of a list or series, all components must be grammatically parallel or equal. Now let's go straight to the example. Here, Annie is smart, beautiful, and liked by everyone. Now let's see the first object I give square here. The word here is adjective. The next word is also adjective. But the third explanation is a clause. Oops, I'm sorry. And so we have informal English to make it parallel in construction. We should change the clause here to become adjective, just like these two before. Liked by everyone can be changed by popular or likable. Another example, Annie likes to read, playing game, and sleep. Now we have three different types here. And thus to make it parallel in construction, you have to choose whether to make them infinitive like this with word to, or make them all verb plus ing like this word playing, or just in a single form sleep. Next we have transformation of direct and indirect object. There are two ways of writing objects of many verbs without changing the meaning of the sentences. The way are, the indirect object may occur after the direct object preceded by a preposition, or it may occur before the direct object without being preceded by a preposition. And here are the form if you want to use the transformation of direct and indirect object. Notice that the first form has the word for or to, or the preposition, and for or to are also the preposition that usually used in this transformation. But in the second form, we don't see any preposition. It's only swap position between indirect and direct object. And here are some verbs that allows to be transformed from direct to indirect object. And here are the example. And last, we have adverbial at the beginning of a sentence. When adverbial used at the beginning of a sentence, this indicates a stronger emphasis on the action than when it in its normal position. To use adverbial at the beginning of sentence, use this form. And here are the examples when adverbial is in its normal position and when adverbial is at the beginning of a sentence. Let's see the first example here. Data science have never been popular as today. When the adverbial is at the beginning of the sentence, here the never is the adverbial. We see auxiliary have and then the subject data science followed by verb been popular and complement as today. And also when adverbial is at the beginning of the sentence, adverbial will always be followed by auxiliary. Here hardly is the adverbial and auxiliary has. The adverbial seldom followed by does. And adverbial only by blah 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 followed by auxiliary will not. And that's all from me. Thank you for watching, and if you want to know about the second part of style in written English, please go check my friend's video down in the description below. Thank you.